It's day 7 of Detroit Lions training camp, day 2 of pads, and we got a lot to talk about and observations that took place today. Let's begin. What is going on, YouTube, and welcome to Detroit Lions Talk with Mike or Mike. We talk all things Detroit Lions news, rumors, analysis, breakdown, and everything regarding our franchise. In this video, it's observations of Day 7 training camp. What players stood out in a good way? What players maybe didn't stand out that great? What is going on with our team? Are things starting to get together? Is things not getting together? We're going to talk all about it. But before we get into this video, if you're not a subscriber, smash that subscribe button. Also, hit that like button. Let's get to 15,000 subscribers. With your help, I know it can get done. Jump right into it. Before we get into the main part of this video, let's talk about a little quick hits that's taken place. Talk about injury. Jerry Jacobs, the undrafted rookie who's been standing out well in camp, he walked off with trainers. Don't really know what's going on there. Jamar Jefferson, the Lions 7th round rookie, he was injured as well. He was limping heavy off of camp. Wide receiver Khalif Raymond, he spent time with the trainers due to an injury due to his ankle. Edge Julian Okwara left camp early as well with an injury. Levi Onwuzurike and John Penisini, the defensive tackles, they returned to practice but without pads. DeAndre Swift left practice a little bit as well. He was jogging off the field, so it doesn't really look serious when it comes to that front, and that's good. Let's go ahead and jump into the defense first. A lot of things that was noticed and observations. The Detroit Lions defensive line was extremely disruptive again. This is a very good sign for the Lions. And it wasn't just Alim McNeil. It was Deshaun Hand as well as Nick Williams. Beating up the offensive line and doing their job the right way. Alim McNeil continues to be a player who's really showing out in camp, so this is very good. Look, our defensive line last year was unproductive, and it really was a bad factor to the Lions season. We were not able to really stop the run, get any sort of pressure on the quarterback. Quarterbacks were sitting in the pocket forever. Now we got individuals who are getting after the quarterback, being disruptive, plugging up the holes, and doing exactly what their job needs to do. And why is that important? Because when the defensive line does well and when they are disruptive, it makes it even better for the linebackers as well as the secondary. And it's starting to come together on that front. Make sure you guys show up for the One Pride podcast on my channel tonight at 6:30 p.m. All you got to do is show up, have some fun, get some questions, and get ready for a very good interactive fun time. Even Trey Flowers blew up the front as an edge individual. That's exactly what we want to see because we paid this guy a lot of money, so he needs to do that. So having bodies in there, it's giving him chances to actually make some more plays as well. Jeffrey Okudah continues to be a massive upside so far in training camp as he was completely disruptive and knocking down passes for Victor Bolden. Man, oh man, it is good to see the 3rd overall pick come into this training camp with a high motor and excelling exactly the way that you want to get a 3rd overall pick in the draft. Jeffrey Okudah is looking like a player who is going to have a massive breakout season, as every single practice so far, he's shown exactly his athleticism and his big-time playmaking ability for the Lions. A good battle that took place was Amon-Ra St. Brown versus Jeffrey Okudah, and Jeffrey Okudah beat him on one, and then Amon-Ra beat him on the other. This is exactly what you want to see, these two guys battling out, the young guys for this team. I can't wait to see how this keeps going throughout training camp. A lot of news when it comes to the Detroit Lions offense and how they're performing in training camp. We're going to start with Penei Sewell. He actually got beat by Bruce Hector, beat him in the lane, got past him, and actually forced a fumble. You're going to see some rookie hiccups from all the rookies of the Detroit Lions. Other than that, Sewell had a solid day. Just needs to continue to get better every single day and be a player who's going to be the staple on the right side. Again, we talked about Amon-Ra St. Brown having a solid day. He beat Jeffrey Okudah on a play, but he also got beat up, so he continues to show himself to be a quality wide receiver that we picked up. Alim McNeil, the Lions tight end, he had an up and down day in training camp. Still looking to see who can really solidify that number 3 tight end spot. who is going to be the guy, because right now when it comes to the big plays that's taken at camp, it's only TJ Hockenson who again had the big game today, and he was the focal point of this offense from Jared Goff. Jared Goff continues to do the checkdowns. He's not throwing the deep route. This is something we need to see from him. We got to see this guy continue to throw the deep route. It's important to stretch the field with these wide receivers, and wide receivers apparently were not getting a whole lot of separation from that aspect. So it's going to be difficult for Jared Goff to trust it when the wide receivers are not getting open the way he probably wants them to get open. So he's doing the checkdowns. Breshad Perriman finally made a play in training camp, made a big-time play, got some yards there. This is something we need him to continue to do throughout camp and get better. We signed him as a free agent, and obviously when we got Tyrell Williams and you pick up a Breshad Perriman, you want to see this guy be that number 2 for the Lions. So he needs to continue to get better in camp, but finally made a play. Cephas had another solid day, as he's been having so far throughout training camp, getting open, getting the football. He did make one drop today, and that was really it. Other than that, he had a solid time holding on to the football. Subscribe. Let's get to 15,000 subscribers. With your help, I know it can get done. All you got to do is smash that subscribe button. 54% of my audience is not subscribed. So if you're watching it anyways, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the latest news and rumors regarding our Detroit Lions. Players that are trending down, I would suggest Alim McNeil is one of those players. He has the chance to be the number 3 guy, but you got to stamp it in there. You got to be able to make those plays to be that 3rd guy for the Lions. Another trending down is the injuries. No significant injury, but anytime these players get banged up, I'm definitely going to throw that as a trending down, because we don't want to see any sort of injuries. Luckily, and knock on wood, we're not like the Indianapolis Colts, who's losing starters left and right. These are more minor issues going forward. Corn Elder is a player still trending down. He continues to not be the starter when you kind of expected him when the Lions signed him in a free agent deal. Lastly, not least, I'll say Anthony Pittman. Jason Cabinda got past him and made a play. You can't really allow that type of stuff to happen if you're trying to make this roster. But other than that, he's had a fairly good camp. The wide receiver core as a whole regarding separation is trending down. It is important to win at the line of scrimmage and get separation so the quarterback can throw you that ball. For the Lions to get big-time plays and to stretch the field and really loosen up that defense, you have to get separation so Jared Goff can throw you that football. He's not going to throw it to you if you're never open. It is extremely important, and I understand that we don't have the best wide receivers in the NFL. It's not the best core. With that said, you have to do something to get this separation. Jared Goff, you want him to be successful, we got to be able to run the football and do play action for the big play. We got to get separation for the wide receiver. A lot of players are trending up for the Lions here. We're going to go ahead and start with Amon-Ra St. Brown battling it out again. It's still making plays from the beginning camp all the way till now. Looking very good from that aspect. TJ Hockenson is the difference maker. He is the main player on this team who's getting the ball from Jared Goff, and he continues to be an exceptional breakout player for 2021. No doubt about it. Alim McNeil just absolutely beasting so far in training camp. He is biggest star right now that's doing fantastic work for the Lions. He continues to be a massive player who's trending in the right direction. Deshaun Hand got some plays in there, being disruptive. That is good to see for sure. Jeffrey Okudah being one of the best players right now in training camp and trending in the right direction. Folks, the One Pride podcast is on my channel tonight at 6:30 p.m. Make sure you're there. It's going to be a fun, interactive show. Generally, I do it on Thursdays, but I'm on my way to Detroit tomorrow, so it is on tonight. Just come back at 6:30 where we do live Q&A with myself and the panel. All in all, I think training camp is kind of going as expected in my opinion. What I wanted to see, I think that Jared Goff is accurate like we've been talking about. We feel like the wide receivers, I do feel they need to get more separation. In my opinion, when it comes to the offensive line, I feel like they're going to be a strength, and we're seeing that. Obviously going to have hiccups with the Penei Sewell as he's a rookie. That's just the way that it goes. The running game has been explosive so far, and that's good to see. The defensive line, I think, is a little bit better than even what I anticipated, and I felt like the interior of this D-line was pretty good, but it looks like we're definitely beating linemen, and it's not like the Lions' offensive line are any chumps. These are a very good offensive line, so that is fantastic news. Alim McNeil so far is the stud, the biggest surprise. I absolutely freaking love it. We need to get these big guys in there and do the thing. Not hearing a whole lot of great about the linebacking. Matter of fact, we're not hearing a whole lot of anything about the linebacking core. I want to get more in depth and see how these guys are doing. We need to have guys be studs. Anthony Pittman is really the only guy that you're hearing making plays. Jamie Collins, but who is the other guy? Where's Jelani Tavai? Where's the rest? So that's something that we want to hear. And obviously Jeffrey Okudah. So it's kind of expected where I have them at. But hey, is this where you guys expect them? Let me know in the comment section. Do you think that the Lions are having a good camp or a bad camp? Do you believe it's the same as you expect or not? Put it in the comments.